Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video I want to show you how you can convert a dynamic page back into a static page inside of Wix Studio. So this is my Wix Studio website, and I have the Wix CMS enabled, the content management system, and I have a few pages in here that are dynamic pages that have dynamic content, and I want to convert these back into static pages. Now, there might be a lot of reasons why you want to do this. It might be that it might be easier to manage those pages as static pages, or maybe you just started working with a new client and need to convert a dynamic page back into a static page. I've had to do this for myself or for different clients that I've worked with. We initially set things up as a dynamic page and then realized that we needed them as static pages. So if you ever need to do this, it's okay to do, and there's an easy way to do it. So these are my dynamic pages in here, and you can see by this tab which ones are dynamic and which ones are the main pages. So I have this video library, and what happens is if you click on the button, you go into the video page where you get the page title, you get the video and description, and then I have a rich content section in here. So you actually get some other sections depending on which one you're looking at. Like this one has images, for example. So if we open up my CMS, this is the CMS we were just looking at. I have a video title and I have rich content field, and that's what's driving this dynamic content, and that's what's in my collection. So if I want to convert these back to static pages, all I do is click on the three dots on the page, like this list page, and then I'm going to go to remove connections right here. And it's going to give me this error to make sure that I want to remove the connections and to make this page a static page. So you want to make sure that you want to do this before you click remove, because this will turn it back into a static page. So I'm going to click remove right here. And what happens is my repeater that I had goes back to the default repeater, because those elements, the icon element and the text element and the button, they had dynamic content connected to it. And so now it's just going back to the static default repeater. And then if I want to do the item page, so if I go in here to the item page, and you can see now that my dynamic page jumped into the main pages because it's no longer a dynamic page anymore. So if I do the same thing, click remove connections, it's going to jump my item page back into a static page. So again, I have my title here, which is just a default placeholder title because there's no dynamic content to update it. And then I have my rich content field because there's nothing in the rich content field anymore to show or display in this area. So then I would just go in and build this page like a regular page. If I wanted to make my video library, I would just add my title in. I would type it in. I would add the video link here using the quick add and adding the video field, the video player. And I would add some text so I could have the description, and I could build it that way. So I could build it more of a static, manual way. And there might be good reasons for that. Like I mentioned at the beginning, it might be easier to manage as a static page than a dynamic page. And you might need a lot of customization between pages, which is another reason you might want to go back to static. So again, it's just those three dots. These ones are main pages, but if you have dynamic pages like these ones, you just go to the three dots on the pages and remove connections, and you get to there by this pages on the left-hand side. So if you're wondering how to do it, that's how you convert a dynamic page back into a static page. It's really simple. And again, it just comes down to strategy and the why behind why you're using dynamic versus static. And so you might have a good reason for using dynamic in some places, and in other places you might want to go back to using static. And it also depends on how you want to manage it. For me, sometimes it is easier to manage static pages than it is to manage dynamic pages. And sometimes the reverse is true. Sometimes it's easier to manage dynamic pages versus static pages. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next video.